So you might know this, but currency from different parts of the world can be very different. Some currency uses cotton blends, while others might use polymers and really everything in between. So next, I want to also do PCA, where I'm going to use 3 components. We can see that there's a pretty good separation between our US dollar and the rest of the world, including the other cotton blended banknotes. And then of course we have our island of polymeric banknotes further away, virtually in every component. But again, this is telling the same story as what we saw in our TS&E. And so let's take this a step further and start to map some of the other data. So what I want to do next is then combine a lambda function and our map method to determine if it's US dollar or not US dollar. Is then instead of returning true and false, as this Boolean might suggest, what it's going to do is say, if this statement is true, if X is US dollar, it will return US dollar. Otherwise, if it is not US dollar, it is going to append not USD to that list. You can see that again, we're getting really good separation from our US dollar in orange and our rest of the world, whether it's another cotton blend or a polymer blend. And this is great because this gives us confidence that we can probably pretty easily build a supervised model that takes advantage of this data. So let's do that really quickly. Let's actually see if we can predict using a support vector classifier. So what I want to do first is use train test split. Next, I want to fit on the training data. And then I'm going to use score in order to get a model accuracy of the test data. And then also I'm going to print the model accuracy of the training data. And by doing this, we can just see how much we're either underfitting, overfitting, or properly fitting our data. And we have a 90% training accuracy. So this is actually pretty good. You do want the performance of your training set and your test set to be fairly equal. That's a good sense that you're not overfitting or underfitting, and any change you might make hopefully would improve both and be reflected in the training data. We can use the classification report in sklearn metrics, which we don't use too often on this channel, but we can do that pretty easily and just get some of the other model performance criteria such as precision, recall, F1 score, and the support of each of these classes. In any case, I see you in the next video. Peace.